I'm going to provide 5 reasons why donor advised funds are something for you to take a look at in 2026. Hello, I'm Derek Alexander with Greater Works Wealth, and we help families with intergenerational financial planning. We're usually working with the mother and father, and then also working with the children, creating one cohesive plan for the family as a unit. And today, what we're going to talk about are some or donor advised funds. This is something that's been coming up in a lot of our conversations when it comes to tax planning and charity giving for the year 2026. So we're going to hop in. So I'm going to cut straight to the chase. I'm going to give you the 5 reasons, and then I'm going to also, back into explaining why. The first reason is less legal work. The second is flexibility. The third is you're actually able to invest those dollars. The fourth is the same year tax deduction. And then five is the ability to automate and streamline your contributions to those charities. Okay. So here I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you what I mean. So here's you, and here's our donor advised fund, and here's your charities. Okay. Oftentimes, what we do is if we have cash, stock, mutual funds, real estate, these are all items that can go into the donor advised fund in order to receive a tax deduction. Oftentimes, what we do is we go direct to the charity. Okay. So what's the benefits of actually giving to this donor advised fund instead of giving directly to the charity? One is less legal work and infrastructure. Oftentimes, if we're somebody that's going to be giving a lot over a longer period of time, some of the conversations we navigate is, well, shouldn't we just start a foundation? And oftentimes, what I like to explain to people is, a foundation is something that we're going to have a lot, I would say a lot, I would say more legal work and infrastructure around if we're wanting to provide for that fund on a day in, day out basis. Okay. So if you're somebody that's wanting to give 10, 20, maybe even $100,000 a year, um, if you don't want to go through that leg work, then a donor advised fund is a much simpler way to go because what you're able to do is, and this is going to kind of bleed into one of the other options, is you're able to, in 2026, if you wanted to give cash stocks, real estate, or excuse me, mutual funds or real estate to this donor advised fund, you're still going to receive that tax deduction for 2026. Okay. But now you're going to get the flexibility because not everyone always knows what charities they want to give to in that moment. Or there may be other charities that they would want to give to that they bump into throughout the year. Okay. So this allows us to have the flexibility of instead of just giving these dollars directly to the charity, let's say we wanted to drop $50,000 directly into this donor advised fund. And let's say we have one charity that we've been giving $10,000 a year into to now we have 5 years of giving. We can spread it out, which is speaks to the flexibility, but we could also invest those dollars. So you could send your $10,000 to charity A, keep the $40,000 in the donor advised fund, allow it to continue to invest and grow. And then the next year, 2027 come around, give that next $10,000. Okay. So you're able to spread it out. Um, over your time frame. Also, if you have another charity that you want to, give to, let's say it's charity C, you could send those $10,000 there instead of maybe just making one decision all at one time and then wishing you could do more, for someone else. Okay. I kind of alluded to a, another choice is you could actually invest these dollars. So let's say you're somebody you don't know if there's a charity you want to support, but maybe we're looking at this more from a tax deduction standpoint, and we're wanting to do some tax planning around your income. What we could do is drop our cash in our donor advised fund. And now it's not just sitting there, it's not growing or something. That cash is still growing throughout the year and it's going to grow tax deferred. And we're still going to receive the tax deduction that year. Once we figure out the charities, and this is going to lead into my last point, we can automate on an annual or monthly basis, whichever you choose to give to all the charities or one charity that you want to. So it allows us to streamline your planning when it comes to making an impact in your community or supporting a cause that your heart is behind. So for 2026, those are the 5 reasons why I think donor advised funds may be worth taking a look at. Because one, it's going to streamline the legal nature of your giving and also create some simplicity. Two, you're going to add some flexibility. Three, you're going to add the ability to be able to invest those dollars. Four, you're going to receive a same year tax deduction. And five, you're going to be able to automate and streamline your giving. If you ever have any questions on this, don't hesitate to reach. We'll have our link below where you can reach out and schedule your free consultation for your to review your personal situation. Talk to you soon.